secret.
A new mode called 1 vs. 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs. 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs. 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs. 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs. 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs. 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs. 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs. 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1
C.
C.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! 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 Spokesperson. Secret.
A new mode called 1 vs. 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs. 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs. 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs. 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs. 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs. 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs. 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs. 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs. 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C.
Scene.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson. Secret.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with Quick Wave Clear or Strong Burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C.
C.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the next door showdown. And this is gonna be a showdown in between Bangladesh versus Nepal. And today in match one, we're gonna witness We're Boss versus Low Expectation. From the casting desk, I'm here, ventriloquist, and we have Shudhan.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Fahim, a great caster from Bangladesh, obviously. And yeah, the second match is between RECON Legion versus HORA Sports, which is recently formed and have been acquired by HORA Sports, which is a big esports company in Nepal. I guess most of the players, most of the viewers are hyped for the game. But yeah, low expectations are also one of the great team from Nepal, and I'm really excited to see the matches and their deliver in the matches as well as from Bangladesh. We are bought and RECON Legion. I'm really curious about their strategies and their strength in MLBB.
Well, I'm certainly excited to see who's gonna come on top because we have two of the best teams from both our regions, from Nepal as well as Bangladesh. As for Bangladesh, we are Bars, which is one of the most reputed squad at the moment, and RECON Legion is not gonna be fall too behind. They're also known for their extreme good strategy, and they have been changing their strategy from years to years, from 2020 till now. They have been changing the strategy all over and over. So basically, what's your expectation? Like, are we gonna see some clean sweep from team side of Bangladesh or Nepal, or is it gonna be a fierce battle like 2-1?
Well, that's a hard question, by the way, because both of the teams they are going to play in the cross server. Most probably, they will play in some server from India, like Mumbai or any other server where their ping will be, equal or equivalent. So they might not be able to play with their full potential. So they'll have to play with some restrictions on their lineups and everything. Most probably, the high mechanics hero will be left alone. They'll be picking up some tanky jungler, most probably because that's what they play when it is the online tournament between between two countries.
Well, I do think that the tanky junglers, they are pretty well in the current meta. If we talk about the Baksha, if we talk about the Fredrin, they are pretty quite nice. Other than the Lancelot and the Isan Chin, which is totally the top priority picks. But other than that, I think the Baksha and the Fredrin, they are also like, also some good contestants. If you pick the Joy out, right now we are gonna straight head to the drafting section, and this is gonna be the banning session, and the Werebarks is gonna go for the first pick and the first ban. And I do think that CC is gonna be a really good viable ban at the moment, because the CC is actually a painful here to deal with in the EXP lane, and they most likely gonna ban it out. What do you say?
Yeah, that's the case in all of the MPL regions as well. CC is one of the one of the best hero in XP laner. She is hard to deal with. Obviously, you said it, and yeah, she is very versatile. She can deal a lot of damage. She can regen a lot. So that's the reason she is very. She's very strong in XP lane. So yeah, CC is one of the will be the one of the most contested hero for the XP lane.
Are the 2
It
greatest
is actually one of the
inventions.
priority pick. Okay, that's kind of surprising. First wheeler ban Angela from the side of Weirbots. And I suppose if you're going for like, a tanky lineup and a lot of vanguards, Angela does put a really good value to it. But right now, the second ban goes to low expectations, and I expect they're gonna
Even
go
the
for some
strongest of
cryo
currents
bans, and
fail
that
to
is gonna
claim
be
me.
Bane. Okay, one of the most OPest gold laner at the moment.
Yeah, and by the way, Angela, in the recent tournaments, Angela is very popular in Nepali tournaments. So I guess that's the case. Maybe we are but rate it really well from the Nepali tournaments. Maybe that's the case. Ben is also really popular, and yeah, we have already predicted
Let's hear
that
from the
there will
crowd.
be less
Make some
assassin picks.
noise for
So
yours
Ben might
truly.
be a great the room filler for the jungle position. So maybe that's the reason the bane is also banned out
I am not
from
the
low
only one
expectations.
bound by
Well,
these
Bane is
chains.
currently the meta goal laner, and if will you be surprised if I say Bane takes only one skill to take down an immersement? An entire immersement is gonna be melted just by his one skill, and that's all he needs to take down immersement. So I think they're going for all the safe bans, which is
Welcome
the
to my
CC, the
castle,
Phobias. Like
my
they're already
friend.
going for unleashing everything on
My
their
kiss
EXP lanes.
grants you
Perhaps Alice
immortality
is also
or
an EXP
death.
laner, so oh my god, that's 3 EXP ban from both sides.
Oh, so maybe the Basha, which is the best pick right now, the We Are Bot have the best chance to pick it up in the first pick. But if the pick of the Basha, there are still some heroes which might be trouble for the high SP hero like Basha. So I'm not sure if they will pick it because Basha, even though he isn't that mobile, but he is really popular in other MPL regions as well. So Basha might be the great best pick for the VR bot right now.
I do think that Baksha does put a lot of value from like any sides.
They call
Even
me
if
a
it's,
hero
okay, the
because
first
I
pick
saved
is
my
going
nation from
for the
falling
Isan
apart.
Shin, the most prior pick of any tournament, and the winner of Isan Shin is 70%. So the winner speaks for itself, perhaps. As you can see, it is already on 70%. So I think they are gonna go for the late game jungler strat with two fighters in gold lane and EXP lane. Maybe with a Kimi in the mid lane. That could be their go-to strategy because that's what I've been seeing in MPLs recently.
Butterflies
And,
born by
as you
thy
can see,
wish,
the Zuxian got
guided
hit from the
by
side
lanterns
of
of
the
Muscle of iron,
as well as that
bones of
Gatacha.
steel.
Okay, that's quite interesting.
Yeah, low expectation according to their recent matches. Yeah, but Gatukasa is their pocket pick, by the way, and yeah, they didn't take
No
any
one can
time to
escape
pick
my
it
iron
up.
fist.
Okay, the Badang, he have lost his popularity in Nepali tournaments, according to my observation. But we can see him right here. Yeah, he is really great in order to isolate players and 10cc the players, and he is also very sorry. And he is flexible, by the way. So if they are going to close the peak here with the gold laner or mid laner, then they can flex Badang in any lane, and so
Let's
goes for
go.
the low expectation with their Gatot Kaza.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do think that Baodong is not like one of the meta pick at the moment, as was the Irita.
Thorns remain,
So Team
should
Bangladesh,
petals
aka
fall.
the Werebards, they are actually going for some of the off-meta heroes, such as the Iritel, the Badang. Although they do have their required damage and CC, crowd controls, but still I would suggest going for something much more safer options, like exploring the recent meta heroes. Like the CC is banned, so CC can't be a goal laner, but there is Cho open. So Cho can be a really good goal laner if you notice MPL Philippines. They do go for a Cho goal laner often because with the way of the dragon,
Tail's
you
been
can
itching
actually
for
zone
a
out the
real
main
fight.
damage dealer or else the main jungler from any fight. On the other hand, we can see that Low Expectation is going for the Kalia ban. Do you really think the Kalia was a really necessary ban in this moment of the match? Because the Badang is already picked by Werebards. So I don't think they're going for double tank strategy.
Yeah, considering the flexibility of Badang, there is still a chance
Night
that
sky
Kalia might
tells
get picked. And
all.
yeah, she's really annoying that the gold laner or mid laner have to force out the purify. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe they didn't want to face that, scarcity of, or maybe the problem of using another spell, which maybe they can go for flicker or something more reliable for them. So for forcing out the purify is one of the main reason that that most of the players from Nepal tends to ban Kalea.
Well, I understand I understand your perspective on Kalia ban, but I'm 100% sure where Bart's is not going for Kalia. Instead, I think they're gonna go for the Arlet is still open, and none of the teams.
This land
actually
is our
picked the
homeland,
Arlet.
and it
Isn't
will
kinda
soon be our
surprising to
burial
you?
ground.
I mean, the Lapu Lapu is banned, so basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's like 6 EXP laners banned
Yeah.
from both sides. Oh my god, that's EXP meta for a reason.
Yeah. It's
I will
XP
choose
meta
my
and,
own
and-
path.
And, yet another XP laner have been banned. So right now the pool of XP lane have been reduced very, it have been narrowed. So maybe I guess from the side of a low expectation, they might go for Hylos Roam and they can go for the Godkasa XP, which they have been playing. And yeah, the Hylos with the Glorious Pathway might be a trouble for Elite as well. So that is a good pick for them. Let's see if they will pick it or not.
I do agree. I do agree. Like,
I
Glorious
am
Pathway does
vengeance
interrupt and intercept
incarnate.
Irithel to a certain extent. And as we were talking about, they already picked off the Moskov, which I'll say is actually a better pick than Irithel when it comes to the global presence. With the Spear of Destruction, you can just travel around the map like, oh, the Lord is on the top lane. You know what? I'm gonna push the bottom lane as much as I can, and when the right time comes, I'm just gonna drop the Spear of Destruction and I'll just come over. And I think that's actually a better pick compared to the Irithel pick right over there. And I do think from the side of Werebards, they should secure some solid EXP lane at the moment because Bedang is not gonna be enough for the sustain because they're already their lineup is already kind of squishy. Yep. Here goes the glue.
I didn't cure the pain.
As was the
I harness it.
Valentina. Well, the Valentina is not a quite nice pick, is it?
Yeah, for now, there's only AOZ from Gatukasa, which can be copied and can be utilized, you know, with great value for the team we are. But yeah, considering the Zushin, it is not a great pick for Valentina. It is not a great ultimate. So let's see if they will pick another ultimate, another game-changing ultimate. But yeah, they have the last pick, so maybe they can avoid picking it. So still, I think according to the pool, there is still very lazy.
Yeah, I do think Valentina doesn't bring any kind of like, value to the team because we have Phantom Execution from Lancelot, which is definitely not gonna be your go-to pick. Maybe the Spear of Destruction. Maybe the Spear of Destruction is gonna bring us some exciting gameplay because our Valentina might steal the Spear of Destruction. So, what's your prediction for the draft? And I do think the Team Nepal, no expectation, their draft is slightly a superior drafting. What do you think?
Yeah, in my opinion, I think it is the same thing because just because of the mid lane and goal lane, because Irithel she falls a little bit in comparison to Moscow, I guess. What do you say?
I do think like when it comes to the laning phrase, I do think we're bots, aka Team Bangladesh, they do have a good laning stage. But when it comes to the synchronization between every single heroes, like team fights, if they're going for the team fight prio, I think the Team Nepal, I mean the low expectations, they hold upper hand. And when it comes to a really good lineup rating, I think I'll rate Nepal like a 7 and Team Bangladesh, on the other hand, like a 5.5.
Oh, so you are not favoring.
For weird bots because first the AOG from Gatot Kacha, that wasn't actually Gubayashi but Destroyer with IMU, and that didn't land well, and that didn't actually land on any enemies. So it was the first sign that no, the Valentina peak wasn't a really nice option. And if we take a look at Pelos Fallen, I think, okay, he actually managed to get out of that Uranus situation. And I do think that Loki and maybe Shayad, Salty, they're like trying to like clear the lane as soon as they can, and they want to contest on the fight. And here goes the Thorn Roses, and Lancelot are just hunted out. And right now, a Spear of Destruction connected to one enemy, and we can see that the Uranus is trying to zone the Vices out, while Loki is actually falling back with a low HP.
Alright, that was 8 no any casualty till now. It is already nearly 4 minutes of the game, and we can see there's still no any blood on the battleground. Okay, and there's another turtle getting spawned at the top lane. Let's see.
The turtle is on the top lane, and Moscow is kind of like getting aggressive against the the Irito. And I do think Iwa should take his sweet time to farm up because the Irito does kind of hold upper hand in the early game. So as you can see, the second turtle spawn and both team is present here, and the fist crack going on from the Badang, and YS has already launched his Mountain Shocker, and Lancelot is trying to get his target onto Ruhan, but Ruhan is dealing a lot of damage. Lancelot thought of falling back, but nope, he's not gonna go back, and there goes the Zuishin. He actually caught up his arm. Okay, that was kind of unexpected. Okay, Loki fell down, and here goes the AOG from Destroyer. Okay, there's no one's gonna save you at the moment, but he actually, okay, nope, he didn't manage to take any kill.
By the way, that was a nice try by Destroyer. He managed to get one kill, and a lot of people, by the way, 3 of the players from low expectations were on low SP. If he had some skills on, skills ready to top, maybe he could have secured a Maniac or maybe more. Yeah, there's another turtle. Loki is there to zone, but Lunaris will be able to secure the turtle. No any contest. Maybe on the bottom lane, we can see Ruhan have already managed to secure the tier 1 turret, which is really great. According to the time, it's only 5 minutes and 36 seconds. Another gank on the top lane, and we can see 2v1 situation. Loki will fall on the hands of Lunaris.
Well, Whereabouts is actually falling behind, and ARG connected to Mr. Charming, and I don't think they're actually gonna let Mr. Charming go. And here goes another kill to low expectations, and they actually managed to like get 2 advantages in 2 early skirmishes, and they are right now going all in, not caring if that's enemy's jungle. They're gonna secure all the objectives as well as the jungle. So the last option for Whereabouts is to play safe, maybe go to the late game, because that's an YSS and he can shine pretty well in the late game. So I think that's their plan at the moment, because I can't find any better plan for them.
Yeah, probably. And we can see even Ruhan is struggling at the bottom lane. There was a spear of destruction. Oh, Lunaris was taken down by Mr. Charming somehow, and on the top end there's some few pressure from VR, but maybe they're trying to force out the tier 1 turret. Who knows? Yeah, they are trying to cut the lane, but maybe they will not try there. Try more than that.
Well, low expectation isn't giving any space to Whereabouts at the moment, and as we can see, YSS was kind of cornered. I mean, Fallen actually managed to get out of the situation, but still, I would say that, yeah, just play a little safe. Save your HP for the turtle contest, because the turtle is about to spawn in 6 seconds, and as we can see, okay, that wasn't a really nice move from Whereabouts, and they're actually trying to go for the Uranus, bro. No, that's the Uranus. Okay, they actually managed to give a really good damage, and the split with the spread from blue, but I don't think that will give him any edge, and there goes the freeze crack, and they actually managed to take down the Moscow, and that's a really good kill. But this is the turtle, and this turtle is gonna decide which team is gonna go for like the advantage in the first lot.
Yeah, Yuva is down right now. Salty is trying to zone out the players. Loki was still he will manage to secure the torture. Salty still was trying to zone out the player, but he will get taken down. Lunaris in another hand will take down Destroyer, and there comes Yuva with Spear of Destruction. It takes down Yuhan, and there's another isolation from Mr. Charming, taking down Mr. Lunaris.
Well played, Moscow. That was a quite nice Spear of Destruction, and here goes the Mountain Shocker from YSS, and he is actually so close and managed to take down Iwa. Iwa already given 2 kills to Fallen, and I think there's gonna be a really bad situation for a low expectation because Moscow does need his sweet time for farming, and he needs 3-item power spike, and without that I don't think Yuva will be able to, you know, provide much for his team. But on the other hand, we can see where bot is going for the top lane takedown, and I think they will be successful taking down the turret because there is no one on the top lane. On the other hand, we can see the mountain shocker popped off from the side of Fallen, and I don't think they're going for any skirmish at the moment.
Yeah, we are about trying to force out the top lane tier 2 turret. There's 12 players from low expectation might be able to secure the lane, but they will lose out their orange buff. But yeah, we can see Lunaris trying to trade, but there comes AOD, Destructs and Ace Wall, taunted Loki, but he is still with full SP, knock off Kurosaki, but there's no any damage coming up. Phantom execution from Lunaris, but Yuva will be the one to take down Destroyer. Loki trying to drop, but he will get taken down instead. Kurosaki with the kill against Loki. 3 people still alive from Yuva, and they are forced to fall back. Maybe they'll lose Tier 1 turret from mid lane.
Yeah, perhaps they should fall back, or else they might lose any more lives at the moment. So the first Lord is already spawned, and as we can see, the gold difference is like 100-ish gold difference with the tier 1 turret from the top lane. I think they will be able to have like a 300 lead, and here goes the Lord to low expectations. And what do you think, what strategy are they gonna pull for this Lord? Are they gonna like push to the inhibitors, or maybe they'll just take the tier 2 turrets at the moment?
Yeah, I don't think there will be any possibility of contesting the Lord, considering the frontlining and zoning capability of low expectation with this. I mean, there's not much gap, by the way, but yeah, about the split push, I don't think Yuva with Moscow will fall against Irithel with his Ruhan.
Well, I do want to see the item builds from both sides, because I'm not actually quite determined if the marksmen did reach their, the 3-item power spike, which is required for Moscow as well as the Irithel. As we can see, they are going for a little bit aggressive on the bottom lane. Can we switch the camera to the bottom lane? The Holy Starship already popped up, and here goes Loki. They already managed to take down the Loki despite having, I mean, they actually didn't commit for the fight because they knew that if they go in, they may not survive.
Yeah, and they are trying to force out the tier 2 turret as well. Top lane have been taken down by Yuva. Maybe they will force out the Holy Seal from all of the turrets who knows all of the lanes before and know the Lord. Yeah, the top lane, Holy Seal have been forced out, but the Holy Seal from... Oh, this comes the fish take from... he have been airborne right away with low SP. Mr. Charming will get taken down. Is he coming off again?
That was a quite nice execution. Like, I must admit that he actually played it quite nicely. Like, he popped up his ultimate, he was ready for a flicker, and Charming used the flicker. Here goes another fight onto the Getacha. I don't think he'll be able to survive. And here comes the Ethan Shin with his item power spike, and there goes another AOG. Wait, that's a triple kill. Coming up the Maniac from Bella. Okay, Fallen managed to take the Maniac, but the 7 isn't happening at the moment.
Yeah, by the way, that's a great counter engagement from the side of We Are Bot. They managed to take down all of the player, and yeah, they will take down lots of turrets because the low expectations are wiped out right now. Maybe that will be the same case from the side of We Are Bot. They'll be able to take maybe enter the inhibitor from all of the lanes, but they are trying to focus on the mid lane for now, and maybe they will try to contest the Lord because it's even for now. And in this moment, at the 13th minute of the clock, Kurosaki is purchasing that Sky Piercer. What do you say about that Sky Piercer?
Well, I do think they do have a really good executioner when it's Lancelot, and we can see why is this kind of bleeding the Lord at the moment, and here goes the ulti from man. Okay, that was a really good engage, and right now we can see they're trying to not bleed the Lord, but dance the Lord a little bit. I think they should reset the Lord at the moment, and Destroyer. Okay. Here goes the Lord still from Mr. Charming, but as we can see, Eva is trying to take the inhibitor turret in the bottom lane, and he's pushing the base. He is actually trying to bleed the base, and he's in a low HP. The middle reach, and the winner of the match is Low Expectation. What a outstanding gameplay from Eva. Such a moment like that.
Yeah, and a sneaky play from Yuva while his rest of the players were trying to engage in the lore. Able to focus on the split push, and yeah, their strategy worked well.
Well, I wanted to talk about the MVPs of both teams, but as we can't see the match result at the moment, so I don't think we can talk about the MVP. But for me, the MVP was none other than the Moscow, because despite all the pressure, despite all this pressure from all the sides, he actually managed to take not only one, but two turrets, one after another, and already bleeds the Lord before the Lord was, bleeds the base before the Lord was bleeds. And that was a quite unexpected things from both sides. Like, we didn't expect that despite the YSS was falling down, but still they will be able to take the Lord. They actually managed to take the Lord, and then they couldn't win the match because the Moscow ended the match even before the Lord spawned. Oh, that was quite an experience.
Yeah, I think the We Are Boss, they missed out they messed up after wiping out the low expectation. They should have synchronized the lane, all of the lane after the wiping out low expectation, so they could have maintained the pressure in all of the lane. But they tried to finish the game by rushing into the mid lane. So I guess that's where they failed to manage the wave on the top lane, and yeah, at low expectation, they managed to capitalize the mistake coming up from We Are Bots.
Yeah, that's quite the analysis you got there. Well, I do think that was a really bad decision from We're Bots. They could have managed all the lanes, like a bottom lane, like a top lane, and I do certainly think that the value of inhibitor turret in the mid lane isn't more than the side lanes, because the far lane pressures more than the mid lane. You can clear the mid lane while Lord dancing, but you cannot clear the far lane. So I think where bots actually forgot about the side lanes. They thought, yes, we can bleed the mid. No, we cannot bleed the mid. Let's bleed the Lord. No, we cannot bleed the Lord. So what are we gonna do? So I think where bots is gonna learn from their mistakes in the next match, because this is a best of 3 series in between Werebards and Low Expectations. So don't lose hope, because Werebards might make a comeback and in the next match. Till then, guys, take care and stay tuned. We'll be back.
C.
C.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson. Secret.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
Right? Okay.
Hello guys, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second match of best of 3 series in between Weird Bots and Low Expectations, where Low Expectation managed to pull some really good moves on Weird Bots and managed to secure the first kill. It was quite unexpected coming from the Moscow, splitting down the turret and spreading down the base like it's nothing. And right now from the casting desk, we have Ventriloquist, it's me, hello, and we have Showdown.
Yeah, hello. We are back again with the game number 2. Low expectations, much more like on expectations. They managed to get the game number 1 unexpectedly with a split push. So let's see what strategy will they be applying in this game number 2. And yeah, obviously, I'm also excited about We Are Bot. What are they going to bring in
I
this
am
game
not
number
the
2
only one
for
bound by
their
these chains.
for their redemption?
Well, I'm actually looking for a redemption arc from Weirbots because last match, the draft was kind of didn't favor them at all. And right now we can see the drafting already started and low expectation went for straight up the phobias ban.
Even
There
the
will be no
strongest
Inferno
of parents
Pursuit
failed
from
to
the
save
phobias.
me.
And on the other hand, the Bane. Well, I do think the Ale, the skill, Ale is actually one of the most scaling skill out of all the skills in Mobile Legends because you can one shot any enemies with one single skill, which even Eudora can't do. Even Saber needs 2 skill to take down one enemies, but one Bane, you just flicker in and just, bro, you're gone. It's my Ale, bro.
Welcome to my castle.
Yeah, obviously,
my
and yeah,
friend.
there are also a lot of sailing capable hero getting banned out from the side of the expectations, and yeah, get another CC ban even though they are in the blue shard. They could have taken that CC on their first pick, but they are banning it by themselves. Maybe they have something interesting. Maybe they banned out Phobius. Maybe they are trying to pick someone with a lot of dashes like maybe Arlott.
I do think securing the R alert in the early on the draft is not actually a bad option because you can actually flex pick the R alert because the crucial moment of the R alert is the final slash, and if you manage to put a flicker final slash onto 2 or 3 enemies, then that's pretty much a wipeout. But on the other hand, the vengeance is actually pretty nice. It does deal a significant amount of damage, although it kind of falls back in the late game, but it's still good enough for, chasing down 1 or 2 targets. And as we can see, the picking already started, and Lunaris is on the first pick, and he's actually taking his time. I think they should go for some prior picks like the Lancelot as well as the Isan Shin, or they can actually go for the Arlott.
Yeah, maybe considering the Phobius ban, they can go for Lancelot as well because they picked Lancelot in the previous match, but they still are going for their pocket pick hero. I'm not sure why they love Gatsa so much. So maybe who knows? But they might pick Valentina once again. Yeah, they didn't manage to utilize AOZ properly in the game number 1, but they might still utilize it properly in game number 2.
I do think the AOG from the game 1 was kind of falling behind, kind of lacking behind from both team. But if I had to pick one Gatot Kacha, that would be from low expectations because Destroyer did manage to destroy all the AOG onto no enemies. I mean, he actually managed to made a really good AOG onto 4 or 3 enemies. He could have had a Maniac there, but nope, that was 4 enemies versus 1 Valentina. And as we can see, the Isan Shin as well as the Zuxin already got picked from the side of Weirbots. And I think the Zuxin is a really nice pick. With the Lantern Flare and the Crimson Beacon, he can actually like harass the enemy, zone the enemy out, perhaps get out of sticky situations.
Should petals
And as always,
yeah, and she is also very annoying against the tanky hero like Gatot Kacha.
Let's go.
Well, it's kind of surprising to see Uritel in every single matches. Like while the Harriet is still open, the Granger is still open, the Moscow. I mean, there are plenty of goal laners at the moment. Right now, goal laner doesn't even belong to marksmen in Philippines. They actually go for Cho goal lane, Sissy goal lane, Bane goal lane. Like they'll go everything in goal lane except for marksmen. And I don't think this is quite a marksman meta at the moment. And since Weirbots already have Isan Shin as their executioner, as the late game executioner, So I think it's actually safe to go for some tanky heroes like the Ruby onto the goal lane because low expectation does have some heroes that can be intercepted by CC, like the Lancelot, like the Irithel. I think Ruby's a really nice pick.
Yeah, well, according to the peak right now from low expectation, they have, you know, they have a lot of burst type hero. Against which Uranus is really great against burst hero because of his high HP and high regeneration, and we can see a hero which is capable of melting that Uranus from mid lane is getting banned. So which might be another ban, maybe Lunox, because yeah, we could see Lunox in a lot of matches in Nepal as well.
Are we gonna see a hyper carry Uranus because they're actually banning all the heroes that can actually burst down, actually take down Uranus? So if they ban Lunox, that's gonna be a
Sales
Uranus
Village
goal
girl,
in
real
hyper carry,
fight.
or that can be a really good change of
Among
weather.
the plains
Right now we can
exists the
see Kalia getting banned
equilibrium,
from the side
which
of
I was made
low
for.
expectations. Okay, this time I'll actually side with low expectation. Yes, they didn't pick a roam yet, and banning out the Kalia is a really good decision. And from the side of Weirboards, banning out the Eve was a really nice decision because they're going for the mid prio with the Zuxian. And the only good hero that's open right now, that might be the Farsa. And with the Feathering Air Strike, I don't think he will be able to manage some space because there's a Mountain Shocker, there's a Uranus.
mission
They're
to
gonna
protect
be intercepting
lives.
the Farsa's ultimate Feathering Air Strike as much as they can.
Yeah. So let's see what they will be picking for the mid lane. That's gonna be interesting because I don't think they will be able to pick some hero in Expedient which can mail that Uranus, by the way. Or are there any? Yeah, there's Expo is still open right now, and which can be really good against Zusin as well to go for that backline because even with that Crimson or yeah Lantern Flare, Zusin will not be able to knock up Expo while he's last Insanity.
The Arlot is still open and I can't see Arlot, and that's hurting my soul. Bro, why are you guys not giving enough love to my boy? What did Arlot do? He's actually one of the best pick considering the meta. And
Yeah.
even without the meta, I think the Arlot is actually one of the best pick because of the final slash. And the flicker final slash actually like changed the momentum of any game, any given game with the right amount of farm. If you're lacking behind 10k farm and there's a final slash on 5 enemies, congratulations, you wiped out your own team. Because with a 10k gap, I don't think you can recover that much. But on the other hand, if you have a like lead of like, if you don't have a lead, like if you're falling behind like 1 or 2k, the Arlot can change the trajectory of the match. And right now we can see Valentina getting picked off from the side of low expectation as well as the Esmeralda. Well, there's quite a nice draft, don't you think?
Yeah, considering the amount of CC coming up from We Are Bot, I don't think Esmeralda will be able to, unleash her full potential in this game. But yeah, as you were talking about Arlot a lot from the side of We Are Bot, I don't think there was such high amount of CC to trigger the demonic intuition, or maybe what was it called, the passive of Arlott. Yeah, he would not have been able to dash more because of his teammates. There was too low CC from the side of We Are Bot. But yeah, maybe maybe the low expectation they could have picked the Arlott because they had a lot of CC from their 3 picks.
Well, I do think that Esmeralda is a really nice pick, considering the amount of sustain the Esmeralda offers, as well as the backline diving potentials. With the Lancelot and Esmeralda's Falling Star Moon, I think they will be able to penetrate the backline. Although there will be a Belleric waiting in the backline, but let's see how they place up. So, judging by the draft of both teams, which team do you support? Like, what do you think? Which team is gonna win this match as well?
The last match, there was, the
Mhm.
the winning lane matchup from the side of we are bot, but in this game I think that's going to be the low expectation, which will be having easy time on their lane. Yeah, Esmeralda, I think she's got upper hand against Uranus always. I'm not sure why, but I think that's the case.
And Uranus is trying to be Uranus onto enemy jungle, but I don't think that's gonna be the case here because Fallen managed to take the lead to Wanderer and Lancelot skipped it. On the other hand, we can see a really good winning lane from the top lane because Nathan is actually pressuring Irithel down to his own turret. And I think if things go like this, this match is gonna favor low expectations.
Yeah, and let's see. Game is charming, trying to hit level 4 as soon as possible. But yeah, the the vision experience have been greatly reduced after the last patch, so it will be hard for Mrs. I mean, every roamer. But in that patch, I enjoyed playing a roamer. Just reveal 4 of the players or 3 of the players, and you are already level 2, and you can already harass the jungler from the opponent, opponent team. I wished I could have, casted. I would have been able to cast it in that patch because I didn't get any chance to cast in that patch because it would have been really interesting, the roamer dominating the game. But yeah, there's the turtle number 1.
Mountain Shock already popping on, and Lancelot is trying to go back, and Phantom Execution coming off from the Lancelot, and he's trying to secure, but the turtle goes to Fallen, and the first blood. Lunar is taken down. Crimson Bacon onto one enemy, and the kill is secured by Destroyer. Okay, that was quite a comeback coming off from Werebards. They managed to take 4 kills as well as the turtle onto the early 3 minutes. Mr. Charming is trying to make his way into that jungle, but I don't think staying here much long would give you any kind of upper hand, and we can see Lancelot going in with the puncher and also the Thorn Roses, but that wasn't enough. Fallen is actually playing really nice and managing his farm at the moment.
Yeah, and at the 3rd minute of the game, we can see there's 3,000 worth of gold lead. Oh, nice knockoff against Yuva. There comes Mountain Soccer just to give the vision to his teammates, but no any engagement because we can see Fallen is with his lowest SP possible right now, and he's trying to farm and regain his SP at the moment.
And Lunar is actually fall behind, like he's on 0-2-0, and that is not a good news for a jungler because we both know that this match, the early stage of the match, actually depends on the Fallen as well as the Lunaris. Well, Destroyer is trying to be a menace on the mid lane, and he is actually going in just to intercept the, the delay, the jungle taking speed as much as we can. And on the other hand, we can see Fallen is actually on level 8. On the other hand, Lunar is on level 5. Well, I don't think there's gonna be any turtle contest from Lunaris any sooner.
Yeah, and also talking about the itemization, Fallen have already built up that under strike, which will be very deadly if low expectation tries to engage in this in this deficiency. But it's still they are still trying to zone the player. Ruhan against Yuva, where Fallen have managed to take down Sai and Salty, and I think there will be no any contest for this turtle once again, and the gold cap is increasing seconds by seconds.
It's already like 4.5k goal difference coming out from Werebards, and they are actually leading the match. And it was quite a wise decision from Lunaris to fall back, let's just manage some farm and then go in. And we can see Nathan already taken down the entire turret plate. Oh my god, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah, that's a lot of gold, which might not be able to faced by the low expectation. Again, once again, another invasion, but Lunaris was able to secure the orange buff. But at the top end, we can see Ruhan managing to take down the tier 1 turret. Again, Lunaris is getting invaded back to back, and he will lose another purple buff from his jungle.
And that is gonna be a real big difference because Lunaris is on level 7 and Fallen is on level 10. Bro, that's a 3-level difference. We don't see 3-level difference often in pro plays, and I think this match is gonna be favoring WeareBots because they already managed to take down all the early skirmishes. The Belleric was contributing to the team really well, so I think this match might favor WeareBots, and we can see a comeback already.
Yeah, obviously, because I don't think there will be, I mean, Ruhan will outscale UI in damage, obviously, because Nathan, he is really deadly in that late game, and I don't think there will be any kind of damage to contest this game against WeareBot from the side of low expectations.
And I think they are actually pressuring their holy defense at the moment, and that is the earliest holy defense I have ever seen, because that's actually a 6-minute 40 seconds holy defense taken down. And right now we can see Nathan already melted down. They get Kato with the entropy, and it's only the third turtle, and they're going for the inhibitor. What is going on, WeareBots?
Yeah, that's part of Nathan. And we can see Science Salty is getting melted. You will survive with that low SP. Kurosaki. Oh, Eozi comes in. They are still trying to play aggressively. There's some okay, there were some CC, and we can still see Ruhan with that entropy trying to dish out a lot of damage, and he single-handedly will be able to zone out all of the players just because of his damage.
And look at Fallen, he is at level 13. Okay, he's about to hit level 13, while Lunar is on level 9. That's quite a gap. I don't think this match is enough for Lunaris to manage down all the farm. And Mountain Shaka cast it onto one enemy, and he almost melted down the Esmeralda. Bro, Esmeralda doesn't get melted that easily, but look at Fallen. He did manage to take Esmeralda down to his 30% HP, and that's kind of concerning because they don't have enough defense to take down the damage from Nathan as well as the Isan Shin.
Yeah, once again, another Wrath of Dryad, and we can see Lunars falling once again. That might be double, maybe no, he will be double maybe, and Science Salty will get taken down. Ruhan is still dealing lots of damage, and they are trying to force out the bottom lane inhibitor. Another player, Gumayasa, with that knock-up and velocity. Fallen will get that kill. Last member standing, and they will look at the base, and that's game number 2 in the hands of WeareBot.
What a comeback coming from WeareBots. That was the earliest end in this tournament, I suppose. And I don't think we're gonna see any early end this quick. Lord didn't even spawn, and they didn't even give them a chance to take the Lord. Like, bro, we won't let you contest. We're just gonna end the match. We're gonna take the turret, all the holy shit.
Yeah, obviously, just right after the game, the turtle number 1, where low expectation lost 4 of the players, that was the start of the snowball, and the snowball was executed perfectly. There was no any chance of comeback given to the low expectation from WeareBots.
Well, I do love it how WeareBots managed to, maintain their momentum, although they weren't quite disciplined when it comes to playing a mobile game. They weren't quite disciplined, but still they had enough damage to not caring about enemy lineup at all. And that's how I think they managed to take down the first match. And this is a best of 3 series, and I'm actually excited to see the final match. And this is the final match is gonna be held within like 1 or 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere, guys. Take care and stay tuned, because the last match between Weird Bots and Low Expectation is gonna be part 2, guys. Take care.
C.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third match of the first best of three series in between Whereabouts and No Expectations, where Whereabouts managed to take down the second match with a really good precision and a really good momentum. And from the casting desk, we have ventriloquist, hello, it's me, and we have Shudhan Rai.
Yeah, we are back again with the game number 3, which is going to be the tie-breaking game between the team We Are Bots versus Low Expectations.
My kiss.
Your team
Will it
is
grant
banning.
immortality or death?
Crimson Beacon onto the enemies like, bro, you can't even touch me. I'm gonna harass you. I'm gonna do whatever I want. You can't even touch me at the moment. And okay, that's quite an interesting ban from Whereabouts. That's the get catcher. What do you have to say?
Considering the two regular peak, of Godred Gaza in both of the games, I think, yeah. We Are Bots were forced to ban out the Godred Gaza, and yeah, about Zushin, they had Zushin with them in the game number 1 with Godred Gaza paired with Zushin from the side of Low Expectations, where they had a really great time. But after the game number 1, in game number 2, they had Godred Gaza, but they gave away that Zushin, by which they faced a lot of trouble from the side of We Are Bots. And we can see the forever banned hero, which was the Grok, was left open and was instead picked up from We Are Bots.
Mr. Charming is gonna charm his enemy with his Grok pick. And as we can see, it's gonna be a flicker Grok. So we are gonna be seeing some really exciting tectonic charge from the Grok. And as we can see, the from the drafting, the Bane is still banned, and there are a lot of EXP laners left open, like the Phobius, the forever banned Phobius from the first match and the second match. I hope that right now they can take the advantage of the Phobius. Here goes the Feathering Airstrike, aka the Farsa, as well as the Lancelot from the side of No Expectations.
Now, I don't know why they are hovering Franco over and over after every pick, but yeah, I think that's his, the signals pick while they play out of the tournament. But yeah, right now, even though they had the Grok on their hands, but it's still Low Expectation took the challenge and picked up the Farsa, which possibly could have a huge trouble again facing against the Grok. And we can see Grok getting paired up with Alert, where there will be a loss of CC and the forever dashing Alert. Maybe we can see two of the Lancelot from two of the sides.
Well, I think they're actually not giving enough credit to all the tank junglers. I do think tank junglers are really amazing when it comes to the Baksha. I mean, Baksha is able to deal a significant amount of damage in the early game, and the rotation from Baksha, he can actually manage to steal 1 or 2 side creeps in the early on, and that will give him the early edge to contest the turtle. Like, imagine you're Lancelot, you go to your blue, you take your blue, and then you go to your red. Nope, that red isn't here. That's a surprise. And the element of surprise that Baksha can pull is actually significant, and it actually makes tons of really good gameplay. And we can see already the Badang got picked from the side of No Expectations, and I think the Badang wasn't a really good pick considering they have the Grog, they have the Arlord, at the amount of chain CC. I don't think the Badang will be able to land any fist break as he wants to.
Yeah, most probably they are trying to pick Adang to, take care of their backline. Maybe they are trying to take care of their backline while lots of dive-ins are coming up from I'm sorry, I forgot their name by the way. We are bots, okay. And we can see the forever rivals Lancelot and Ethan Sin have been parted away by banning it away.
I do think banning Ethan Shin was one of the best decisions they can take, and I think we'll be able to see some really good marksman ban from the side of Weird Bots at the moment, because they already secured the Nathan, which actually gets a power spike after 2 or 3 items. So they actually managed to ban out the Moscow because they don't want any global presence intercepting with their contest, because they both know that they are going for a tank jungle, and what can be the best hero against a tank jungle? There's a Moscow, because tanks can't rotate as fast as assassins. So the Moscow can go for a split push and then use its ultimate, the Spear of Destruction, for the global presence to participate any given team fight in any given moment. And the Badang Moscow is a really quite nice pick, because the fist break as well as the Spear of Destruction has a really good high chance rate of securing all the Spear of Destruction. On the other hand, we can see the Irena's got banned from the side of Weird Bots, and I think I know what they're planning on. They're planning on to the winning all the lanes at the moment, and they don't want any interception in any lane. Like the Beatrix got picked from the side of No Expectation. But that was quite a nice pick. Perhaps a debut pick.
Oh, another good pick coming up from ESPORTS. That's going to be another trouble for Kurosaki, or maybe that's for Farsa. And yeah, they are left with a pick for Zongler, and Abasha is still open. They can rely on Arlott for the damage. We can already see a lot of damage coming up from Nathan and Kardita, so they can go for something tanky in that jungle position, so they can play safely. But yeah, they can ensure their win by a tank jungle. But no, they are trying to show their potentiality. They are trying to flex their assassin pick, even when they are playing in that a slightly high ping.
Well, I think this match is a really good and refreshing match for both of us, because we have been seeing the same draft over and over. The Valentina, the Zuxin, the Gadget Kacha, the Lancelot, the Ethan Shin, all of them got picked from the same team, and that was quite surprising. But right now we can see some new faces like the Arlott, like the Brock, which was always banned. And on the other hand, there is still one of the assassin which can contest Lancelot onto the mid game, and that's the Joy. With the electrifying bits, I think that Joy is kind of unstoppable when you pop up the electrifying bits, and here goes the switch, and that is the Franco coming up from sorry, I can't see his name, but the Frank was quite a nice pick if he knows how to take off, land his iron hook.
I mean, there are a lot of immunity coming up from ESPORTS, and we can even see a lot of displacing CC coming up from ESPORTS. So I don't think the Franco would have been the best option for low expectation. Maybe I was expecting Phobius, because he could have a great answer against Zoe and Arlott, where he could have benefited with his passive. But talking about the Franco, his hooks might get wasted because of the CC immunity coming up from Grok and Arlott, and as well as the Bloody Hunt coming up from the Franco might get disrupted because there are a lot of displacing CCs from ESPORTS.
Well, I do think the Bloody Hunt with the Winter Crown combo can actually pull off some really good gameplay. And yeah, that's what Franco players do. They don't just Bloody Hunt, they Bloody Hunt with the Winter Crown. And that means you can't land CC on them. And we can see the Grog already went too aggressive onto the enemy, and that was kind of surprising that Kadita managed to clear the lane faster than the Versa. And the Franco is rotating to the bottom lane onto Ruhan. Will he be able to land any hooks in the bottom lane?
Yeah, his hook might be the key. Yeah, if they manage to pick up some players while rotating, maybe they. Oh, nice! Raise of the Ocean with Petrify combination. Kurosaki was taken down, and that's the first blood. And we can see the Thalassophobia Destroyer regaining his full SP within a few seconds.
That was quite the risk, and high risk, high reward. As we can see, the first blood is taken down by the Kadita, and Destroyer managed to pull a really good card right there. Like, he knows that he got the early game damage, and I think he actually took the full advantage of that. And right now we can see they actually clearing the lane as fast as they can, and right now they're rotating to the top lane.
I think this is a replay from the past games, but
Yeah.
okay, maybe we might be able to see and know the total fight for this game. We can see there's some invasion going up from Fallen. I don't think with the Franco level 3 they will be able to contest the turtle, but still there might be hope.
There is still hope. There is still hope. If they can intercept Joy.
Oh, Lunari.
Oh.
He missed his Fongzu, right? And that's an instant punishment. He got taken down. His turtle was also taken down by Fallen. Maybe there will be another invasion, but oh, we can see with Bennett. Yeah, UAV is with Bennett. He was camping in that mid boost, but he wasn't able to burst down Ruhan.
That's too early to use Bennett on an Agent or on any full HPs. I mean, the Bennett is a really good item, like a really good gun when it comes to the Beatrix, but still, this is too early to burst down any enemy. And right now we can see the goal difference is already like fluctuating from the side of where bars, and Joy went for a full-on dive, and he is gonna steal the purple buff, which is gonna cost Lunaris a lot. Because if we take a look at the level difference, Joy is already up ahead, and we can see already Bloody Hand coming out from the Franco, and Lunaris managed to take down the kill, and that was quite a nice kill. And Destroyer knows that, nope, they're not gonna waste in any of their resources, so he's just gonna walk off from the fight.
Right, still with this draft they are still managing to get some trades. I wasn't expecting that much, but oh, another Petrify, and that's the from Destroyer manages to take down Hiwa. And yeah, there was Gumayasi, but he felt not to hook any of hook Destroyer because there was no one to deal damage there.
I mean, Kadita got some immunity up on his sleeve, so I don't think it was quite a nice decision to hook anyone. And I think when it comes to like taking down enemies like the Mercmans, Kadita is doing a really nice job. But when it comes to the Beatrix, he will do a nice job with the proper amount of farm, but he does need a quite amount of time for the farming. Right now we can see Iron Hook connected to the Grog, and that's not gonna be a fight. And I think Grog will take down charge and manage to take down the Franco like it's a marksman. And Lancelot is trying to puncture his way out, and he will be able to get out alive. But will he be able to like take his blue buff? No, Joy going in with a electrifying beats, and okay, don't go in. Okay, the Arlord took the blue buff. That was kind of sad. Joy did all the work, and the Arlord was like, nah, that's my buff now.
But still, that was the win-win for VR, but they still managed to, feed their alert, which will be also a damage dealer in this game. Let's see, they are trying to gank the top lane. We can already see the electrifying bits coming up, but Science ulti with 1 HP manages to survive. Charming is trying to dish out the damage, but somewhere Loki was taken down. I'm not sure where, but he was taken down.
Well, that was off screen, and we don't even saw where he was taken down. Like, was it the bottom lane? Was it the mid lane? We certainly don't know. But all we know that Franco doesn't have his bloody hunt, so that means, yeah, Franco did the work.
Yeah, and again, it's cracked from the side, and Salty, another combination, and Royer will take that kill. And even we can see the top lane tier 1 turret was taken down. Loki rotating towards the bottom lane. There will be 2 versus 2 situation, and there's the final slash with Flicker. A perfect execution from the side of team We Are Bot.
I feel bad for this entry because Franco was right there, but before he could react, he was taken down by the final slash flicker as well as Ruhan. But can we have a moment talking about Destroyer? Like, I don't know what he's on. He's like 5-0-0 at the moment, and he's not letting anyone escape, not even the tank, not even the EXP, like as if all of them are bursted down like butter.
Yeah, and that's the drawback of Franco building up a Winter Crown. You will get this immunity, but you will be squishy like a marksman. And another tectonic charge. There comes the feather strike, but we can see no damage coming up. And once again, Destroyer, he commits towards Kurosaki, and he will take that kill.
Rough wave is being too rough on to the enemies, and right now we can see electrifying beats popping up by the Joy, but he will retreat because he knows that if he gets caught, there will be no second day. Right now we can see they actually managed to take down the middle lane turret, which is gonna give them a lot of map. Like, they're gonna open up a lot of the map just by the second turret. And right now Loki is trying to flex his alert onto the enemy, and I know they're afraid that when his final slash is paired up with the flicker, that won't give them enough time to react because we're bots, they're already up ahead by a couple of thousand golds.
Gumayasi just wasted out his flicker in order to grab Loki, but Loki was already out of that boost. Maybe he will rely on his hook, but no, the hook didn't connect, and no, the Tectonics out with rough wave got like secured by Destroyer. And yes, there is another turret getting taken down. Maybe they will try to force out, and another flicker with the final slash, but no damage follow up. Loki low on HP, but will it still survive?
Loki, what are you on? What happened to you? Like, that was quite a nice gameplay, how you managed to use a minion just to get out of the sticky situation, because I thought there is no second day for the Loki, but he managed to get out of that alive. Right now we can see Franco is helplessly trying to help his team, but Grok isn't letting him. Grok is using his Tectonic Church onto the Franco as many times as he can, so that there will be no Franco, there will be no Bloody Hunt, so there will be no one to stop the Joy and the Alert from massacring low expectations.
Oh, maybe some flashback from the game number 1. We can see some split push going on the top lane. Maybe, team low expectation will have to stick to their base because there is no any chance of them contesting for this Lord. And okay, even though Gumayasi could have gotten that mark from the passive of Loki, he didn't, expected him to be there to lock him with his Bloody Hunt. That was kind of disappointing for me.
And I do think Team Bangladesh, aka We're Bots, learned their lesson on the first match. They are managing wave really pretty well in this match, because as we can see, when they were taking Lord, like Fallen was taking the Lord, Loki was on the top lane, like pressuring the top lane, and he knows that losing one inhibitor right now is gonna be costly, because that would put a lot of pressure when it comes to the Lord dancing and contesting. And Badang is trying to just, secure the Lord onto a side, feathering airstrike, popping up from the Parsa. And I think there goes a fight, electrifying beats from the Joy, and he's gonna go out. Lunar is in a low HP, trying to recall back. And
tectonic charge.
Tectonic charge from the Grog, but his team won't follow up. Oh my god, that was another final slash from the Arlot. Oh, rough wave.
Ruhan going into the base, and it still secures the kill, and that's the game number 3 on the hands of We Are Proud, and they are the winner of this best of 3 series against low expectations.
That was quite a nice match and quite a refreshing match, because they actually changed up their tactics. They changed all of their tactics in the final match, and we were able to enjoy such a match, because we can see all the Joy. Is it 0-0-0?
All right, even though he managed to, dish out a lot of damage, was Zoe with 0-0-0?
Mm-hmm. A lot, but there was no kill taken down by the Joy.
Yeah, I was expecting a lot of damage from, kills from Zoe, because he was the one going in and chasing that backlines, but seeing him with 0 kills and 0 assists as well. Is that some kind of bug? No, I think that's impossible for him to have 0 assist. 0 kills might make sense, but 0 assists there's no anyway.
Well, that is something new for me as well. I've been casting for like 5 years, and that's my first time seeing a jungler on 0-0-0 on a winning team. And that's kind of surprising. So guys, don't go anywhere, because the next match is about to start within after a short break, like a 5-minute break. So the next match is gonna be about a team, maybe the Team RECON Legion versus Team
HORA Esports.
HORA?
HORA Esports.
HORA Esports. So we're gonna be witnessing the clash, the contest between RECON Legion and HORA Esports, and I'm eager to see how RECON Legion and HORA plays this up. Don't go anywhere, guys. Take care and stay tuned. We'll be back after a short break. Take care.
C.
C.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson. Secret.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants it economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
You need
C.
C.
Innovation.
Huh?
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson. Secret.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C.
C.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my god! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson.
Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Next Door Showdown, where we'll be seeing the duel between Bangladesh and Nepal in a best of three series in between RECON Legion and HORA ESPORTS. So, guys, from the casting desk, we have Ventriloquist. Hello, I'm here. I'm Ventriloquist, and we have Shudhan Rai.
Yeah, we are back again, everyone, and we are back again with another best of three games between RECON Legion versus HORA Sports. We can see RECON Legion in the blue side, where HORA Sports in the red side. Let's see how similar will the draft phase will be in this game as compared to the game number one.
I don't think they will resemble any similarities. As I was saying, there won't be any resemblance from the last matches because there goes the one from the side of freaking Legion because they don't want any crossbuff tank or any. Cat roaming around. Like, you can't even CC her down. You need chain CC to take her down. So I think banning out the one man was a really good option because in the last match we actually forgot that one exists. But I think they actually studied the HORA sports really well, that they know that the 1-1 must be banned.
By the way, 1-1 is really faithful that she is really popular in the ban section in most of the reason. And somehow in the game number one, we didn't see her getting picked or her getting banned. But in this game, we can see her in the first ban. And we can even see Basha, which was completely forgotten in the game number one, where he is getting banned in this game number two. Let's see how if any new picks or bans will be drafted in this game.
Well, I do think they're going for a really complete different route this time because the one is banned, the Bane is banned. The Bane and the Grok, we actually saw that in the previous match. It's like a deja vu. But on the other hand, the Baxia, banning the Baxia like this, it's quite a concern because I don't know what they're up to that they are gonna ban the Baxia right ahead in the first banning phase, where there are lots of other heroes that you can ban, like that you can talk about the CC, you can talk about the Arlot, or you may talk about some other like prio picks like the Zuxin. like the Grok. Oh, the Grok is banned. So there are other prior picks, but they went for something that's not even sure. You're not even sure that they're gonna go for the Baxia. But here goes another prior pick ban, which is the Lancelot. I think the Ethan Shin. The Recon is actually going for the Ethan Shin, and that's why they actually banned the Lancelot out this early.
Yeah, they are giving away Swenson for sure, but I think the reason behind banning that Basha was to pick Angela. I'm not sure. They HORA Sports, they are really comfortable with Angela, where we even saw in the game number one, so the match number one, the Angela was constantly banned, right? And here, missing Basha, without the Basha against them, Angela would be really great with them.
I do think that Angela is one of the prior picks, but we cannot forget about the Isan Shin, because about the farming capabilities, the Isan Shin holds the upper ground when it comes to like clearing your jungle, making a snowball only for yourself, making a lead only for yourself, not for your team. I think that Ethan Shin is one of the safest choice. Also, it's a marksman, it's a part-time marksman, so okay, CC, that's quite interesting. I mean, the CC is also a really good pick, but since all the junglers are banned out, I think the Ethan Shin could have been a better pick.
Yeah, obviously. And we can see Kalea with them. Maybe the trouble of CC will be eliminated by picking her by Kalea. Who knows? And yeah, Essential was open and have been stolen by HORA Sports. Now it's time for Recon to pick whatever they want.
That is gonna be a really hard one because you cannot go Joy for the Kalia with the Tsunami Slam. She's gonna slam you down onto any contest. But on the other hand, on the bright side, yeah, the Fredrin is still open. You can actually go for a safer route with the Fredrin. Although they needed the Baksha, I mean, the Ethan Shin was the only surviving member that could like get out of the Kalia CC. Okay, Joy, that was kind of a bold move. What do you think? I'm kind of concerned.
Yeah, that's bold. By the way, yeah, I think there were some bold picks from the side of we are bots as well in previous matches, and let's see, we can see a Zoe where there is already a lockdown hero like Kalea with them, and there's still some risks of some more counters coming up against that Zoe. So let's see if they will be able to play it well. And we already saw a Zoe being played really well from the side of Bangladeshi team.
I mean, it's not the Joy, it's the user. But it's not also the user, it's also the counters, because there is the Kalia with the Tsunami Slam waiting for the Joy to pop up his ult, and bro, I'm gonna take you to my base. Let's take you to a tour to Nepal. It's kind of something like that. Like on the other hand, on the bright sides, if we talk about the draft, the Joy is a really safe pick against the Ethan Shin, but I still think the Hayabusa could have been better. Or maybe the Lancelot, but the Lancelot is banned. So maybe the Hayabusa could have been a really good pick because he would just only go in and go out secure, or maybe that's still the objective, not like you have to be present. You can go in with the quad shadow and get out. I think it was a really good option until they actually went for something that cannot like escape or dash out that easily.
Yeah, and talking about the CC from the RECON Legion itself, they might be missing out the CC because they have flexed out that Uranus in roaming position where they can only pick a CC from a mid lane after this
This is
pick.
gonna be goal lane. CC is gonna be the goal laner in the match, and I do think they're going for the Angela. I mean, what does it call? Yeah, the RECON Legion may go for the Angela for the roaming or the mid lane, and that will give them a proper amount of value. But the Kimi is banned, so there won't be any late gamers. So it is kind of concerning how they're drafting and how their draft is actually going against them. And we can see a Kalia, a Cho, a Lunox. The Cho can be flexed, the Lunox can be flexed, both can. Okay, there is no Angela.
Yeah, because it have been banned by the HORA Sports. So
Oh,
that's it. That's the
oh,
five
sorry.
main lineup from Recon Legion. Now HORA Sports is looking for a perfect marksman or goal laner, or maybe they can still flex that Lunox onto the goal lane. Who knows? Because yeah, they are the team known for the flex picks.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was a lot of flex pick because we know that for a fact the Chode and the Lunox both can be goal laners, and they still have one slot, and I'm certainly not sure what they're gonna go for because they can go for a marksman, which will be a fully late game. So I suppose yes, that was what I was talking about. Something more tanky, which can soak up a lot of damage, also dish out a little amount of damage, and that would be enough because they have the Essential, they have the Lunox, there's enough damage. The Cho will be utility, the Kalia will be utility plus tanking, as well as the Alice. So I think HORA Sports did manage to pull off a really nice draft, but we cannot forget about the Recon Legion as well because their draft is solid as well. And I think both draft is pretty nice. So which team do you support in this draft? What do you think? Who will make the play?
I'm not sure, by the way, but you know, there are a lot of players who are esports have been formed recently, but there are lots of experienced players who have been dominating the MLBB esports in Nepal. So whatever they pick, they manages to utilize it properly. They manages to capitalize it properly. They just snowballs with anything they picks up. So I'm not sure if it's going to be the same case against Bangladeshi team like Recon Legions or is it going to be a little bit different? Because we can even see a new jungler from the side of HORA Sports. I haven't seen that much in esports scene. By the way, if I'm not wrong, he is top Alucard player from Nepal. The chat, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not wrong, he's the one of the top player of Alucard.
Well, this match is kind of a really, a refreshment for me because I was talking about the Chogo lane for a very long time, and as we can see, the Chogo lane as well as the CC. But I do think the Ruby was a better choice against the Cho, but CC does significant amount of damage, and there goes another slam. But okay, the Revitalize is pop, and I don't think those early Revitalize does matter much because you can always get them back in the first turtle. But the flicker use from Kalia will be kind of concerning because you won't be able to get it on the first turtle, so that won't, favor you as much as the Revitalize will.
Yeah, the main objective of Kalea was to suppress that Zoe with his Ray from Recon Legion. Oh, nice damage coming up from HORA Sports. There was a lot of damage against I'm not sure what's his name, by the way.
It's Kyren, Rai, Sota, Hybrid, and Highlighter.
No. From the side of Recon Legion, what's the name of that Uranus guy? Akaid?
Yes, it's Akaid.
Oh, that's very hard to pronunciate with the Nepali tongue,
It kind of is. Well, we can see the first turtle contesting, and the Myron Shaka coming out from the Isanshin. He is trying to, dance the turtle a little bit, and Uranus is trying to look for the situation. And right now, the River top, and also the Eternal Guard coming out from the Vexana. But Isanshin is not gonna be bothered by any of those. Alice already used his Thorn of Roses, but nope, there won't be any fight. Only one kill is taken from the side of the Nepal, and they're gonna go back and secure something else. And there goes the CC with the Way of the Dragon. What a good momentum coming off from HORA Esports.
Yeah, there are the players inside the HORA Esports. They are known to take the early lead and and keep the momentum going up, going on until they win the game. So let's see if that will be the same case, because they have some changes in their lineup. There is some new players on their lineup, and yeah, we will. I mean, all of the players, all of the viewers from Nepal are, you know, are waiting for the results if it's gonna be the same or not.
Well, I'm certainly not sure if that's gonna be same or not, but in this match, we can see a really disciplined gameplay from both teams. Like HORA Esports got the lead, but nope, they're not gonna throw any fight. There goes the Mountain Shocker, and there goes the Tsunami Slam. One to the Big Sana and managed to take a kill. And the Kacha already popped up his revitalized. Joy is going in with the electrifying beats, and here goes another kill on to one enemy.
Oh, Hybrid going in 1-on-1 against a kite. Ray is over there, but I don't think he has that electrifying beast. But it's still, the rhythm of the Zoe might be enough to take him down. But no, Hybrid, he's still standing tall, and we can't see any visible damage against him.
Okay, I mean, the Alice already emanates so much aura that Joy is like, nah, I'm not going in. And here goes another fight. I can sense something is gonna happen right here. Joe is already trying to use his Hypno, and here goes another Tsunami Slam with the Way of the Dragon. And here goes another CC secured. And that's gonna be another uncontested turtle from the for HORA Esports.
That's not even a 10 CG, that's 10 lockup. There's two heroes locking up you back to back. And I was in draft phase, I was talking about you know, the Kalea being enough to pick off CC, but I think that wasn't enough. They had to pick so on top of that Kalea to you know, to fight against CC, because that's how annoying CC is.
And I think they're not gonna give CC any kind of space, because we can see in the top lane they're already trying to gang, but on the bottom lane we can see Uranus is gonna be clearing the wave, but the turret is kind of on a low HP. But on the top lane we can see already 3 man pushing down the turret, and Cho is just gonna retreat as he should. And right now Joy is trying to get his beats, and I don't think he will pop up with the electrifying beats. But on the other hand, we can look at the Kalia. He's looking for an opportunity, or maybe not. Mountain Shocker popping up by the Isan Shin, and he's looking for the opportunity to go in. Mountain Shocker onto Vexana, flickering out, and right now Isan Shin is gonna go back, and the ELG by the Gatkacha with respect. He's not gonna go in. Another Tsunami Slam onto CC. Oh god, what are they doing to CC?
Yeah, the CC is uncountable. That's CC and CC and CC, and again we can see the Trident Strike knocking up Uranus, a kite, but there is no any follow-up. Yeah, they were focusing on the top lane. Top lane, Tier 1 turret will be taken down, obviously. Yeah, there will be some... Oh, but no, they are trying to contest it, and there comes another Trident Strike, and he is getting melted down. And Stick will grab the kill, and another, the Way of Dragon against Soda, and Soda will be another person to fall. Maybe there will be an invasion against that purple buff, but there is Reed to secure his purple buff, but no, another Tsunami Slam, and another strike, he will get bursted down the way.
Ooh, that was a tough fight. And right now we can see HORA Esports is already leading the goal by 5k, and the kill difference is right now 1-9, and I don't think HORA Esports is gonna let RECON Legion get their momentum, and they won't be interrupted, and their momentum is right now unstoppable. And here goes the... Oh my god, that's a lot of fight going on, and the Uranus going in. Alice is trying to soak up as much damage as he can, and Uranus might be taken down by the Kalia and the Tsunami Slam.
Yeah, once again Hybrid is going in, and he is being able to zone all of the players. Sota once again getting knocked off by that Tidal Strike, and they are going in inside the base turret before taking down the tier 2 turret. And yeah, they have managed to zone out the players. They will be able to take down tier 2 turret from mid lane, and that will be a huge thing for them, because they will be able to control the map after this.
and they are actually looking for that kind of opportunity. But I'm actually surprised how they actually pulling out all the fights. And here goes a flashback of the team. Maybe it's one of the oldest match of today. Well, whatever, we're gonna be back to the match, and as we can see, the Alice is trying to soak up as much as damage he can, and right now he set his target onto the Joy and won't just intercept the Joy as much as he can. Alice gonna go out. I mean, they are playing kind of disciplined except for the Uranus and the Alice, and on the other hand we can see Mega Kill secured by the Lunox. Whoa, that's a lot of fight going on.
Yeah, I mean, Hybrid, he's feeling all of the players on another side of the map where rest of the players are picking up again and again and again in another corner of the map. Again, Master Up going in. In Tsunami Slam, Hybrid is there with the Thorn of the Ruin, and yeah, we can see the sustainability of all of the players from the side of HORA Esports. They are again going in and picking up, but Ree is still standing with full HP, but Kyren will be the one to fall. Hybrid once again going in, but yeah, there's only some zoning to take down tier 2 turret from top lane, but still RECON Legion, they are giving away their turrets at any cost.
I mean, RECON Legion is trying to hold their map as much as they can, because if they lose the map control, I don't think there will be anything in between RECON Legion and the HORA Esports, because HORA is doing a really nice job, like a discipline coming off from them with this kind of a lead. That's insane. Like, even if they have a more or less like a 10k lead, but they're still disciplined. They're not engaging onto useless fights or meaningless fights. And right now, Alex is trying to hold his stack as much as he can, and I don't think he will pop up with Way of the Dragon. They're gonna go back, stay disciplined, and maybe take a kill or two when the right time comes. And the Lord is about to spawn within 14 seconds. So I think, okay, no, the Lord is here, and I think the Lord is about to slam down onto the first turret, and they will try to take the Holy Shield. Here goes the Joe with the Way of the Dragon, but that's kind of position. Thorn of the Ruins casted by the Alice, Tsunami Slam, and Monster Kill secured by the Lunox. Well, the Alice is too deep in.
Yeah, he's sustaining by himself, by the way, and we can see there's no one to take care of him, by the way. Okay, another Holy Seal taken down from bottom lane, but maybe they will force out the inhibitor turret of mid lane. There's 4 players alive, and again Ree is going in. Hybrid is pretty low on HP. Another Tsunami Slam. Annihilator will get annihilated, and Ree is another one to fall. They're focusing on bottom lane, but there comes AOZ from Kyren, Mountain Soccer, but that's gonna be used defensively. I guess they will force out the top lane. They are just shifting from one turret to another turret, but still RECON Legion is being able to defend the turrets. And again, another Tsunami Slam, another legendary fur.
The Stampede coming off from HORA Esports is so unreal. Here goes the Eternal Guard. CC is trying to melt down, but nope, their damage isn't enough. It's like 15 or 14k gold difference that I don't think RECON Legion can do anything. But wait, what do you think? Is there any winning condition for RECON Legion at this point?
I don't think so, because HORA Esports, they are known to not do any kind of mistake. There is no any team who have managed to come back from a goal deficit against HORA Esports. There's most of the players from HORA Esports, I would say. AOZ again going in, knocking off, gone, but there is no any damage coming up from RECON Legion. Akide is getting melted, and legendary once again from Bob. Maybe they will have to force this out, but still they are trying to get some kills before ending this game. And there's double kill for Bob. Maybe he is looking for more. There comes another kill, but that's from okay, that's against Kyren. There's triple kill, maybe Maniac or more, and there's the Mountain Soccer manages to take down another player, last member standing Ree, but before that the turret will fall, and that's the game number 1 for HORA Esports.
The discipline coming off from HORA Esports is so unreal. Even with the 14K lead, they didn't throw themselves at the enemy because they know that RECON Legion may not have a late gamer, but there's amount of damage, and HORA Esports managed to you know identify all those big wins for RECON Legion and deny those wins, and that's how they snowballed and fluctuated their goal from 2K to 15K lead.
Yeah, that's their usual gameplay, game style, where which I've been witnessing since long because yeah, that's what they do. They just they just never get the goal deficit, and once they get the goal lead, they will never lose the goal lead. That's the kind of game I've been witnessing, but I'm hoping that uh, yeah, there will be a a better performance from the side of RECON Legion in the game number 2.
Mhm. There is always a chance for comebacks. I think RECON Legion will bounce back. Will they bounce back, or there's gonna be a clean sweep? That's only can be told when the match is done. So, guys, take care and stay tuned because we'll be back after a short break. Take care. Welcome back, everyone, to the MLBB Next Door Showdown, and where we can see HORA Esports versus RECON Legion, where HORA managed to secure one win without any interruption. And will RECON Legion be able to make a comeback in this match? We'll know that. So from the caster desk, we have Ventriloquist, hello, it's me, and we have Showdown Rai.
Yeah, we are back again with the game number 2, where it is best of 3. But yeah, let's see. Like when we played,
Let's hear from the
will there
crowd.
be the
noise
comeback
for
from the
yours
side of
truly.
RECON Legions? We are looking forward for that, by the way. And this time we can see HORA Sports is at the blue side and
Exhale's been
RECON
itching for
Sports
a
at the
real
red
fight.
side, and we can again see the CC getting banned out in this
Welcome to
match
my
as well,
castle,
because in the
my
game number 1
friend.
it was a late open, and
Butterflies
due to
born
that
by thy wish,
CC picked up by
guided
RECON,
by lantern's
HORA
light.
Sports, they were they were forced to use that CC lock composition in the game number 1, and they have already revealed that
My
composition, so
kiss
they don't
grants
want
you
to keep that
immortality
CC open
or
in this
death.
game
They
number
call
2.
me a hero.
I
because
don't think I
saved
have
my
seen a
nation from
single
falling apart.
carton call from the CC, because CC wasn't even alive the entire time to pop up the carton call. But on the other hand, we can see the Grok is getting banned and the Baksha is getting picked without like even any hesitation. I mean, I think HORA knows what they're doing, and RECON knew it. RECON, that's why they actually banned the Bakshi on the first match, and then Instinct showed up with his Isan Shin, and we saw how that went. So basically, that's gonna be the first pick Baksha with the Angela getting secured by the side of RECON Legion, which is a power pick. And will they go for mid Angela or maybe Rome?
All right, so they are trying to go for the Angela with Uranus composition, which we have been witnessing since long, and that's really powerful. But yes, there's they are against Bastia, so they're they will not have their full potentiality with their sustainability. But let's see, will they be able to outperform them? We are right here at the picking phase of HORA Sports. They might be looking something to melt even more, because yeah, there's a lot of sustainability coming up from RECON, and that's the answer. That's the answer from them. And there's back to back counter on the top of counter, and on the top of them there's is still another counter.
I mean, I'm not seeing any kind of comeback from the RECON Legion in this match, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, but HORA Esports already secured Kimi mid lane prio pick, also the Baksha, as well as the Esmeralda. Like, HORA Esports know what they're doing, and they have a certain kind of momentum, like a flow of picking, and it's actually going so perfect. Like, if you take a look at all 3 picks from HORA Esports, I don't see any flaws. I don't see any flaws. They are actually perfect. But it depends on what they pick onto their next 2 picks, and what can be complemented with those. Maybe the Angela was a really nice pick, but Angela is taken down by RECON Legion. So what do you think? What could be the rumor of HORA Esports? Is it going to be another Kalia match? Because, oh no, the Kalia is banned.
Yeah, the Kalia is banned, and
To me, fun is all that matters.
they have a lot of sustainability right now, so maybe they might go for some damage roam as well. Who knows? Because they are, most of the time they are very, very unpredictable. They just love to try out the heroes or composition in tournament matches. I'm not sure why, but that's their habit of using lots of interesting composition in tournaments. But I'm not sure if that will be the case in this tournament, because it's international tournament, and yeah, and it's their first time in this lineup, so they have to do their best to impress the investors, right?
And in order to secure a higher, like, something good, you need to be disciplined. So, they will not try out all the strategy, but I do like the way they actually, like, went for a
I
fresh
am
air with the
vengeance
fighter goal
incarnate.
lanes, and it actually did favored HORA esports a lot because they were actually be able to, like, take down the kills, and they know their prior targets. They know they have to take down the CC on the early games. Don't let CC snowball, and don't let Vexana
See
cast
value
any
in me?
skill. And that's how HORA
You
esports played
should.
the entire early game, and that actually favored them. But on the other hand, Recon Legion, they're actually banning out two more spins, which is the Van Man as well as the Mask Up. The Bane is still open. The Bane is still open, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Do you think HORA is gonna go for the Bane?
Considering Bane, he has some bursting capabilities, but HORA Esports, they are already paired up with some tanky jungles, which might cap their damage very much. So let's see, something with sustain might be a good option, but still they have already picked up some sustainable capable heroes which can already peel, and yeah, it might have comfort time
Or maybe the
on those
Ruby.
neutral objectives.
I mean, maybe the Ruby can be a good pick. Well, there's a Minotaur coming out from Recon Legion. I think that actually gives us a spot to go for something like experimental, like the Bane, because the Minotaur is kind of a slow CC, and after the Minotaur casted CC, there is no CC coming out from Recon Legion. Like the Angela, I don't think the heartstrings can hold down an enemy that well. Maybe it can take down the Bane or like hold down the Bane, but I don't think the Angela will be alive that long. But on the other hand, Recon Legion is lacking up a lot of CC. But on the other hand, HORA Esports managed to take down the Baksha as well as the Esmeralda that can provide some CC. Okay, that's a Franco. Ooh.
Okay, they are trying to counter that Minion Roar, Minion Fury from Minotaur, obviously, and sometimes the Bloody Hunt will be handy to rapidly running Erythel, and sometimes they can go for go and lock the Angela, so that there will be even less sustainability from the side of Recon Legions, and yeah, they already have the potentiality of contest the neutral objective, so why not pick a lockdown hero once again?
Well, I think Franco might drop, like, the Bloody Hunt onto the Erythel before he casted his heavy crossbow. Or there's still a Hayabusa. Although the Franco isn't quite the counter of a Hayabusa, because Hayabusa is more agile than other assassins. That Lancelot needs a target to dash on. Ling needs to dash on.
That's going to be a value for HORA Esports rather than Recon Legion.
We can see some early skirmishes coming out from HORA Esports. They're playing aggressive, and Franco is trying to look for an opportunity for Iron Hook, which didn't land. But I do think Recon actually played themselves. Like, they have Minotaur, they have the Angela, they have the Uranus. 3 heroes, okay, there goes the Hayabusa, and there's the first blood coming from Franco.
Yeah, and that's the momentum they need. They have already started building up that momentum, and yet they are trying to delay the farm of Ray.
The worst that can happen is the Baksha invading the red buff at the moment, and I think Baksha will do it sooner or later. I guess the Hayabusa going in with the Quad Shadow, and there goes the Baksha just to secure the blue red buff. And the Minotaur is already in a low HP. He gotta go back, or he will be skirmished by HORA Esports. And here goes the instinct. He took his own red, he took his own blue, and right now he's gonna take another red. And I don't see any winning aspect for RECON.
Yeah, it's already one level difference between them, and it's already time for the total contestant, and we can see he is getting, I mean, Uranus is getting melted. Akaid being tanky. Okay, there's Hot Guard on top of him, but Hybrid is there, zoning all of the players. There's Draxon Pulse casting 3 of the players, and there's instant melt from Instinct, and obviously Bobby Bob, who helped him to melt.
But what concerns me more is, like, with the tank jungle, if enemy takes your buff, let it be. You don't need much farm to be efficient. But when it's Hayabusa or some assassin jungle, you do need the farm. But on the other hand, right now in this match, we can see that Baksha is getting all the farm and Hayabusa is not. Hayabusa is being denied in his own jungle, and right now I can't see any other hope other than like going to extreme late game where Hayabusa can take down 1 or 2 kills onto the Granger or the Kimi, and it will be a fight of sustain afterward.
Yeah, and there's already a lot of gap in there. Still trying to pick Kai once again. 4 of the players dealing. Oh, maybe that's 5 players dealing damage at the same time. And Kyren got instantly deleted. Yet another invasion. There's a Hot Guard, but Goni still survives with 1 HP, but the Annihilator will secure the kill. Maybe they are trying to trade back on the top lane. And another hook with Bloody Hunt. Maybe, yeah, Ree will get taken down. 2 of the players standing. Maybe they will retreat for now. No more engaging. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think they will like go for more skirmish at the moment, because I mean, they got all they want. They got the Hayabusa, they take down the Hayabusa, although their Ranger got taken down, but it doesn't matter, they're already leading the goal by 2k, and they will make, capitalize onto this small difference right now. And right now we can see all of them are engaging on the guy. Here goes the Bloody Hunt, as well as the Iron Hook from the Franco. I mean, they should have banned the Franco at this point.
Yeah, once again another pick on the gold lane. Akaid again getting melted. There will be no any total contest obviously, but still Ree is trying to take some trades, trying to farm towards the bottom lane.
Well, I do think right now Hayabusa should be focusing onto the bottom lane more, and just to get the farm out of the bottom lane, because he's being denied by the jungle, so he can just farm up some lanes, and I think they will go for the Minotaur right now. Here goes the Iron Hook and taken down. Like, the entire team of HORA Esports, they're playing like a team. They're playing like one. And on the other hand, RECON Legion, right now, they can't even comprehend what's going on to them. And right now, another Iron Hook. Okay. That was a flicker. Bloody Hunt. I talked about it, right?
Yeah, and there's no any stopping. In fact, Annihilator, if he tries to save his teammate with his Hot Guard, he will fall into the pit with his teammate.
And right now, Recon Legion is being denied in his own jungle. What happens if the mid lane turret goes down? Because that opens up a lot of map. And we can see already they went in for one target. Oh my god, there goes 3 stacks for Granger. Already target stack on the Sky Piercer. And I think it is kind of concerning that Irrital isn't doing much at the moment. And it will take like a 12-minute match to, you know, make this Irrital shine a little, at least against this Granger.
Yeah, but with this deficit, I mean, even if it's 12 minutes on the Vinon Fury, but he got locked down by that Bloody Hunt. Akaid trying to flank, but he was lots of damage coming in, but still Akaid is trying to survive. Hybrid is trying to save him, but there comes the heavy crossbow from Sota. Hybrid is getting melted. It might get taken down, but that's the flicker from Hybrid. And with that distraction and diversion, they managed to take down Tier 1 turret, Tier 2 turret, as well as the Holy Seal from the top lane.
The pressure, they are actually doing a lot of pressure, and right now Recon Legion can't do anything but to farm some farm lanes. And there goes the 4th stack onto the Granger. 40 stacks on Granger already. That is a fed, like, I don't think that's even 40 stack, that's 50 stack, because our Granger had 1 kill when he secured the Sky Piercer, and right now he's on 6 kills, so I don't think there's any stopping to this Granger at the moment. You can't.
Yeah. Oh, Akaid is getting melted once again, and know the Bloody Hunt, and Gon will take her and know the kill there, and know the 10 stack for his Sky Piercer. Masurap looking for another hook. Okay, that's is still 8 minutes of the game, but they have already pierced into the base turret.
Oh god, was that a like dive into the turret to kill? If a Granger at 8 minutes can go that aggressive, I don't think you can do much about it. And on the other hand, the Franco, he actually created the momentum, and as you can see that they're not gonna stop. They already capitalized by a lot, and that's a 10-kill lead. Here goes the Minotaur Fury, but that won't be helping much. Irrital with a heavy combo, but can't sustain even with a hard guard. Will decide to fall back.
Yeah, and before the Lord approaches, they are trying to take down the inhibitor turret, but that's gonna be really hard, even though there's some few difference, like 10,000 difference, but yeah, obviously it will be hard to take it down, where the rest of the players are trying to synchronize the lane. Bottom lane is left abandoned,
unguarded, I guess. Yeah, I think the minions is gonna take down the bottom lane turret, and here goes the mid lane, and here goes nothing. Either traction pull onto 2 enemies. Here goes the Iron Hook onto the Minotaur. They taking down 1 kill. The Baksha is going back. Hayabusa secured a kill, but Kimi Granger will take him down. Gunning them down one by one. And here comes the Irrital with a heavy crossbow trying to defend as much as he can, but the Lord is on the half HP. Esmeralda going on. Oh god. Granger already got down. This match was, it's like a flow, it's like a river that you can't stop. Even if you build a windshield, like a shield or something, the river will flow.
where we can see right now, HORA Esports won against RECON Legends.
And that was one outstanding match, and I mean 2 outstanding match with the same momentum as if they never left. So guys, we'll be back another time with another series. Don't go anywhere. Stay connected with us. We will let you guys know with our new schedule. Till then, guys, take care, stay tuned. Ventriloquist signing off. I can see my prime coming
practice
back.
কারণে এরকম হয়েছে। Like এবারে